So this month we are talking about how to reuse and recycle and reduce our impact on the planet. And one of the ways that we can really do this is by changing the way that we look after our clothing and we purchase our clothing. So for example, not always buying new, especially if you've got kids in school. Instead of buying new school uniforms, why don't you look at buying second-hand school uniforms and just extending the life of someone else's loved clothing. So thrifting is a really great way of doing that and becoming quite a popular way to buy clothing. Another thing we need to be aware of though is the kind of clothing that we are purchasing. So if we are using clothing that is not natural, so it contains unnatural fibers, plastic-based fibers, think of workout wear, for example, think of stretchy clothing, synthetic clothing, which a lot of our cheaper clothing is. Every time you wash that product, little flakes of plastic are going into the water, and that is going into our water system. And that can end up in the ocean, it can end up back into our drinking water, because those particles are really fine. So what I encourage you to do is this. I find that a lot of my clothing doesn't have to be washed after every wear. So that might be shocking for some people, but to just change the way you think about looking after your clothing. Not washing your clothing after every wear can also extend the lifespan of your clothing and reduces the impact on the planet. Firstly, because you are putting less plastics into the environment if you are washing clothes that have plastic fibers in them. But secondly, because you are using less washing liquids. Another thing we can encourage you to do, obviously, is change to more natural washing liquids. And if you look on our online store, we've now launched the So Pure range, which is a natural range, which is a great alternative, so at least you're not putting chemicals in the environment. But what I always recommend is that you wash your clothes only when they need washing. So if they are dirty or they don't smell great, it's time to wash them. But if you are light wearing on your clothes like I am, then I don't need to wash after every wear. That is going to extend the life of my clothing, and it's going to be just a better way to look after the planet. So I just want to encourage you this month, it really is about thinking about what your impact is on the planet and starting to make small changes. So you might just say, I'm going to wash after every second wear going forward, I'm going to change my washing liquid to something more natural, and that is going to be my impact this month on the planet. And can I encourage you over the next few months to set some goals? Maybe it's going to be recycling with the family, it's going to be changing the way you do your washing, whatever those things are, changing your home cleaning products that are better for the environment. Go and make some changes, enjoy it, explain to your kids why you're doing it, do it as a family, and I really believe that you will start to see some amazing rewards from that. So I hope that helps, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!